Business Morning Show on GbaramatuVoiceTV. Today, Monday, the 23rd day of March 2026. The Business Morning Show is where we share practical insights on how to grow and sustain your business. It is also a platform where we connect buyers to sellers and we reach a higher audience. The Business Morning Show is where we also share practical tips on how young entrepreneurs can actually delve and balance their businesses. Good morning to you. I am Agogo Iniko.
And I'm Lizzie Edupolo. It's always a pleasure to have you join us on the Business Morning Show to bring you insightful conversation that inspire growth, innovation, and success.
Now, today's conversation is one that speaks directly to aspiring entrepreneurs, yes, side hustlers, and business owners looking to scale. We're talking about turning small business ideas into profitable ventures.
Nice. It's a topic that is needed. Where so far over the weeks we've been talking about sustaining your business, scaling your business sustainably, balancing your business with motherhood and all of that. And today we have another powerful topic of how you can manage your business, how you can sustain your business. Everybody is talking about how difficult the economy is, but remember, like I will always say, and I'll keep saying on this show, the primary idea of every business, no matter how small it is profit. So always carry that at the back of your mind, that it is profit. So as we are going into this topic extensively, please invite your friends, your loved ones, your family members, prospective business owners to join the show this morning, because it's going to be an extensive discussion. Please, we are looking forward to have your comments on the comment section. Please drop in your observations, your suggestion as we continue on the program.
Yes, it's the Business Morning today on GbaramatuVoiceTV, and we're talking about turning small business ideas into profitable ventures. So while we'll discuss extensively on this topic, we'd like to go to comment section now to greet our audience this beautiful morning. And if it is your first time of joining us on the Business Morning Show, please do well to say so. So welcome, especially the Gbaramatu Voice way, the Business Morning Show way. Yes, we would like to give you a proper shout out to you. And this is the Business Morning Show is also a platform where you can sponsor and partner. It will interest you to know that the Gbaramatu Voice TV is open to partnership and sponsorship opportunities with organizations, brands, and institutions that share our vision of empowering entrepreneurs and promoting business growth in Nigeria. Now, if you partner and sponsor the Business Morning Show, you stand a chance to gain more visibility. You have more to gain than to lose, actually, because Gbaramatu Voice is the leading voice of the Niger Delta. The leading voice of the Niger Delta. Now, we tell our stories, and then you partner with a brand like Gbaramatu Voice. You are also gaining visibility. You're gaining a national recognition. You are meeting a wider audience, because we have over 2 million followers on all our social media platforms, talking about Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X. And all of these followers are top-notch people. Yes, we have executives, we have people in a high government hierarchies, we have religious leaders, we have businessmen and women of all areas. And now, if your brand, your organization, your company, or you could also be a private individual who just want to sponsor with a brand, imagine your name on the Business Morning Show, sponsored by, just imagine displaying on all our platforms on Facebook, Instagram, anytime we come on the Business Morning Show. That is something to actually think about. And you also get to have that targeted audience, because if you have a business and a brand and you're targeting a particular audience, Baramatu Voice cuts across all types of audience, from the young to the old, and regardless of whatever business or organization your brand stands for. Now, Baramatu Voice has strong credibility. We do not mingle with fraudsters. We do not mingle with people who are not genuine. If you hear or see any opportunity from Baramatu Voice, or we partner with any brand, be sure to know that that brand is credible. That brand has integrity, because Baramatu Voice is built on credibility. So automatically, if you sponsor or partner with Baramatu Voice, you already have credibility. It is very simple. It is that simple. And we have the visibility and the engagement. These are all you need to gain. These are all you need to benefit from sponsoring and partnering with the brand Baramatu Voice. And we'll keep giving you the mentions. Every day we'll come on air. We'll just come, mention it, just say, Lizzie Adokbalo, this program is sponsored by Lizzie Adokbalo.
Wow.
How would you feel? You know, every day. Butterflies in the belly. You can say that again. So am I saying that Lizzie Adokbalo sponsored the Business Money Show today?
We are getting there.
So just put your name in there. This is 2026. Do something different, you know.
Happen.
Just top up your game. We know why I was saying this, so that you don't say I did not know, because the time will come whereby, oh sorry, Business Morning slot is all taken for sponsorship. Please. Yeah, we are getting there. You better jump into the moving train now. So quickly, let's go to the live to greet, especially our audience for today. MC Julius is saying, good morning, Baramatu Voice TV. Thank God I'm finally here once again. Baramatu Voice TV, the best TV station in the world. I am MC Julius Akefa, the Abuja MC, currently watching from Jakba Road in Efrun, Warri Delta State. Blessed making Monday to you all. I think you mean money making Monday. Yes, to you. Yes, MMM, money making Monday. Yeah, one love. Samasela is saying nice. Yes, thank you for joining us this morning. Please tell us where you're watching us from. Tell us your location. We're curious. We want to know. Want to greet you specially. Yes, in your dialect. Did I say so? Emmanuel Abudu is saying, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you. How are you doing today? Do you have more comment, Lizzie?
Yes, I have great man Enoch Oloko. He's saying Adulu College of Heavy Duty. I think that's the name of his business. He's saying it's a college where we train and certify trainees on the machines that powers oil and gas and construction firm. Okay, so these are the areas they deal on: crane operation, forklift operation, rigging, drilling. Is actually a mechanical firm. Oil spill cleanup and fusion. Our certificates are fully accredited and recognized. This is what we always say on the Business Morning Show. We only create platform for credible organization. Is according to him, he said we run on hands on classroom and hands on practical. So it's a practical organization where you're taking on the theoretical aspect and you are also taking on the practical aspect. His contact is there: 081-19003800. Please kindly drop your location. The name of the business is Adilo College of Heavy Duty. Please, your location, so we can read that in the course of the show.
I have this comment from Olivia Nana. Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning to you, Olivia. How are you doing? They tell us where you're watching us from. Please don't forget to drop it in the comment section. We also have Peace Monday. You're welcome to the Business Morning Show. Joel, you're welcome to the Business Morning Show. Please do well to drop your comment, drop your businesses, your location, phone number, and how to reach you. Extensively discuss, tell us what you do. You know, be proud of your business. This is the moment, the time to drop your businesses in the comment section for us to read it out to a wider audience. Thank you all for joining us. We await your comments on the Business Morning Show today. Now, going back to our topic for today, yes, and it will interest you to know that we are also live on Instagram, we're live on TikTok, and we are live on YouTube. So I think we should quickly go over to the comment section. Are you on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok? Okay, so so right now I'm on Instagram. Let's check. Fedeke Tombrapa, say good morning. I'm Friday Paula from Egodotan, Burutu. I'm into sales of all sides of gas tank installation of gas plant and filling station, and says of already complete gas plants. Okay, you didn't drop your phone number. Please do well to drop it. You're welcome to the Business Money Show live from Instagram. Yes, comments from Instagram. Yes, are you on Instagram or YouTube
I'm
now?
on YouTube.
Okay, do you have comments? Okay, we're waiting for more comments. Please do well to drop your comments. We acknowledge our viewers watching from Instagram, watching from YouTube, watching from TikTok. It is the Business Morning on Baramatu Voice TV. Yeah, so do well to drop your comments in the comment section. Now, today's topic is turning small business ideas into profitable ventures. Now, some business ideas, they never make it to profitability due to several reasons. We have lack of structure, we have poor financial planning, we have fear of starting, and sometimes not understanding the market. People often focus on the idea, but they ignore the execution. Now, talking about fear of starting, fear of just starting. So many persons have lots of excuses. What if I start and I fail? What if, countless what if. But the truth is this, the more you have what if, the more you analyze, the more you're scared to take that step, the more you'll be in one position and not grow. Yeah. The more you stay stagnant, the more those ideas will die in you. Now, some say because due to some lack of structure, they don't just know how to go about it. They just don't know how to bring this idea into reality. And that's why we also have business coaches who pay to get those kind of coaches for you to be able to delve into that business, get more knowledge, okay? It's very important. Now, some persons will also say due to poor financial due to poor financial planning, they are unable to also turn their business ideas into profitable ventures, because what they are supposed to invest in, they have probably spent it on something else, something irrelevant that will not give them money. Now, for some people who just they're about, let's say, excellence. Excellence is a good thing, right? Now, some persons will spend lots of money on beautifying a space, for instance, beautifying their business space without content. And what do I mean by content? Without quality, without content. Now, you have AC in your shop, you have very beautiful aesthetics in your shop, but then you're offering crap. You're not treating customers well. Your quality is below standard. Do you think you will make money from that business, or do you think it will be profitable? These are all that will be discussed today on the Business Morning Show. Now, the first step, you know, in turning small business ideas into profitable ventures is start with a problem. Yes, start with a problem. What is that business idea you have? Is it going to solve a problem? Have you thought of how you can use it to help people within that circle. Last week we had Younger Empire.
The CEO.
Yes, CEO of Younger Empire.
She identified the problem.
She said what pushed her to start up her business was the fact that there was a problem, a cleaning problem. As a mother, she's thought it wise that, okay, there are times she's even tired. She must have probably done the laundry. And now there are still lots of plates in the kitchen. The floor needs, the tiles need to be mopped cleaned. And all of that. That is a problem. She identified it and said, why not? So why don't I delve into this business full time and then help others solve the problem? So that is the first step in turning small business ideas into profitable ventures. Start with a problem, not just the idea, because every profitable business solves a real problem. Now, if your business is not solving a real problem, it is kind of difficult to actually gain patronage and make it profitable. Who needs this and why are they paying for it? Because if it's not solving a problem, it will not make profit at all. So first thing first, start with a problem and solve that problem in line with your business.
All right, thank you so much, Agogo. You've actually talked about this topic and you have laid a foundation already of how we can venture into small business for profit or how to run a small business for profitability. And before I will say anything, I would like to advise or encourage our audience to make reference to our business morning of March 13th, where we talked about sustaining or scaling your business sustainably. Because all these topics are interwoven. They are interwoven and they are relatable. So on that particular business morning show, talking about scaling your business sustainably, we extensively talked about how you can build a team, how your character will go a long way to sustain your businesses. All of this is what will bring about profit for the business. So like I said, I'm encouraging you to make reference to that particular business morning show of March 13. You can find that on the GbaramatuVoiceTV Facebook page. You can also find that on our Instagram page and on YouTube, where we extensively talked about that topic. At least it will lay a foundation for what we'll be doing this morning. So we are still talking about how you can turn a small business venture into something profitable. Like I said earlier on, the idea for every business is to make profit. I've already laid a foundation for us this morning that before that business can turn into the big, mighty business, first and foremost, the idea should be realistic. Come up with a realistic idea. We are not living in space. We are on Earth. Don't go and bring an idea that is not relatable.
That's the Mars or Jupiter.
Yes, don't bring ideas that we humans cannot relate with. If you said the Holy Spirit have revealed that idea to you, please let it reveal an idea to you that can sell in the market. Come up with a realistic idea, an idea that it's problem solving.
Yes.
We had a guest last week on the show. She said the foundation for our business that has turned to something we admire today, that has made her the boss lady that she is today. First, she sat back and said, I have a problem. I have a need. And it started with her. I have a need and I want to solve this problem. From solving that personal problem, she turned it into a solution for others also. So first and foremost, identify that your business idea should be something that can solve a problem. Can it solve humans' problem? And what age grade? That's your business idea. What age grade does it pertains to? We are talking about baby things the other day. That is a business idea that you know that, okay, baby things is meant for this particular age grade. This is my target market. Look at your target market. Know your target. That is after you have validated your business idea that, okay, this idea can solve a problem, can solve a need. You go to the market, test run the market. What do I mean by test running the market? Okay, you have an idea to do kwekere. Okay, fine. You want to do plantain chips. Have you gone to the market to test run the market? Go to the market, test run your market, even if it's to take a sample. You know the problem? Like one time on the show, Agogo said, sometimes you lose money to gain money. You lose money to gain money. You cannot be in business and say you want to be winning all the time.
There are
many days you lose money.
Losses,
to, yes. We are not praying for losses all the time, but have that at the back of your mind.
It's part of
what am I trying to say is that you test run the market. After having the idea, you now have the idea that this is what you want to do. You ensure that the idea is realistic. You test run the market. And I'm giving a case study of someone who wants to do plantain chips. It will not cost you anything to do a sample. Take a sample to your target audience or your target customer. Like, please, test this kwekere. You like them. Or it is the customers. It is the target market that will tell you, still add small pepper, still add small. You can't just do things and throw to people. People are not dogs. You have to take a sample to people. Let people test run your product. Wait for feedback before you go into mass production. That is how it works. Not just carry your kaya, say you have started a kara business. The first time, there's a lady in my area. The first time she started the business, I remember vividly the first day she brought her stuffs out that she wants to start the business. She did not do too much. In fact, that day she was not ready for sales. She just came out to do what people would test. So if the idea was to be doing a basket or 2 baskets of beans per day, maybe she did like 3 cups or 5 cups of beans that particular day for people to just come and test and have a feel of our product, that this is the market I want to venture into. We are talking about small business.
Yes.
We're talking about small business. So you that is admiring that big business did not just start in one day. There is a process. You cannot jump steps. So she came out that day. She did like 3 cups or 4 cups of beans. And she was like, they do akara. Today is for test running. And everybody had a feel of it. And she also got feedback from people that particular. They say, oh, it's nice, but dry way. Oh, it's nice, still add groundnut oil. It's a bit dry. Oh, it's nice, the pepper not too whole and small. There's nothing like you listening, having a listening ear or awaiting feedback. Because this product, you are not selling to yourself. The service you are rendering, you are not rendering that service to yourself. So targeting the market and awaiting feedback, test running your market is a must.
Yes.
Test run the market. Wait for audience to give you feedback. Wait for people to give you feedback. Then after that, after getting feedback, with that feedback, understand that you already have a business plan. We've time and time again, we've talked about having a business plan. Of course, we know, even on the Kestin Pondi Empowerment Grant, you see what is giving people 10 million naira.
They have a business
plan is a must for every business. Don't say that you are running it. Thank God the emphasis is on small business, so that you will not say that it is only people who are doing big business, people who have big enterprises, people who are running a big company, public limited liability company. Those are the people that business plans are meant for. Every business needs a business plan. Business plan is like a map for your business. It shows your startup capital. It gives you direction. It shows you that this is the way to go and this is not the way to go. It guides you. It ensures that you are on track for that business. So please await feedback, test run the market before you venture into that business. And
thank you very much, Lizzie. So I want to quickly add something. We talked about test running the business. Now, you should also have it at the front of your mind that test running your business also means spending money. Like you will have a bit of losses.
Yes.
The problem is that some persons, like you said, they just want to go into the business once and make profit once. To test run your business means that some persons might even get your product for free.
Yes.
Some persons, you might just do a little production for people to have a feel of what you're about to go into. If you go, for instance, you want to there's something I learned so much from, you see, Northerners. the Hausas.
Yeah.
Those ones selling suya. When you go to them,
yes,
they will offer you a big portion to have a taste of it. It's not as if they're, when they say, I will not be mumu, like they know what they are doing. They give you a big portion to just have a feel of it. And then you taste it, you be like, And then you buy, you wanted to buy, let's say, 2,000 naira worth of suya. You ended up buying 5,000 naira, and you think
the man will run at a loss.
You think you cheated him because you had a taste of it, and you see that's give and take. That is what our people over here are not used to. They do not even want to give to have a feel or to gain more. They are just too wise, in quotes, wise. They are so calculative. No. If you want to buy, now the one when you buy, you go test from.
No.
But that is not wisdom.
Business.
That is not wisdom. You are losing business. There's something you learn from these people. Like I said, yes, the houses, they are very good at it. Even though selling whatever it is, whatever they are selling, they offer to give you a taste for free. So you can buy, and what you're buying, they are making their profit more than the other person who did not give anybody to test. Because, for instance, I want to buy something because someone like me who is very selective when it comes to what I eat. Yes. Yeah, I already mentioned how I just love to make whatever I eat. But if I must get something, I'm very skeptical. Sometimes I'm like, I don't even know how this thing is going to taste. So rather than getting the worth of 5,000 let me just try 1K so that I know that if it's not good, I just take it out. I trust 1K in the gutters and I'm good, right? For someone like me, now, if you go to the shop and tell Madam, test with you, I know that's time. If you want to buy, buy. If you don't want to buy, don't buy. So, when you're venturing into a business, okay, try to create a portion where people can also have a feel for free. It's not in all cases. I know that people also they would also want to misuse that opportunity because we have all sorts of human beings on earth who would just come every day to just want to taste without buying. Okay, so we're not talking about those kind of customers, but you want to venture into a business. Just have it in mind that this first one is not for profit. This first production is not for profit. It's for people to have a feel of what I sell. Now, the next point is actually target audience, and you already talked about it. But then, know your target audience, because your target audience will help you understand what you're doing, the purpose you are fulfilling. Your target audience helps you to minimize and understand. You understand people's needs, you understand their spending habits, and you understand their preferences. So how can you understand the preference when you don't know that your target audience is actually maybe Gen Zs? Yeah. How would you understand their preferences? An old man's preference is definitely not same with a younger person's preference. Okay, so have a target audience. Is your business is your customers from ages 0 to 10? Is it from, let's say, 18 to young adults 40? Is it from 40 and above? Know your target audience. Okay. Also know their worth. Their pockets. Are they people who want to go for luxury, or are they people who want to be on the managing categories? I don't want to use the word sakpa category because there's nothing like sakpa in English word. But then, are there people who would want to spend luxuriously on your product? These are what you should know, because the truth is, if you sell to everyone, you will end up selling to no one. Write that. Please write it down somewhere. If you sell to everyone, you will end up selling to no one. And you already know what I mean. You want to sell to everybody. There are some persons, I think the other time we'll discuss, some persons they are into, when you see their profile, you say general business merchandise. There is nothing like general business merchandise. General contractor. General contractor. Okay, no, for contractors it's different because you can actually supply anything. Yes, supply is actually different from selling. You have a shop. Inside that shop, you're selling rice, you're selling beans, you're selling yam, you're selling hair. What's your focus? What is your focus? People should be able to identify you with something. That's what the CEO of Young Guy said. Yes, it's good to actually diversify. We understand, but even while you're diversifying, it's still within a primary market. Yes. So do not just go general into everything. You just want to sell to young, you want to sell to the old, you want to sell to the rich, you want to sell to the poor. Big businesses there are big top brands who can actually do that successfully. And I'll give an example.
Okay.
For a tomato paste brand, for instance, producing tins of tomatoes, and then it's actually a quality product, but they can also now say, okay, for people who cannot afford this big tin, let's also produce sachet tomatoes for those who cannot afford that.
Yeah.
That is actually different because you're using one product to serve two categories of people.
Yeah.
That is actually different from what we talk about target audience and selling to everyone and not selling to no one. Know your target audience and know how to meet up their needs and their preferences. Yeah.
So still on our discussion this morning.
Yeah, so before we go to the next tip, it's important to inform you that Baramatu Voice TV and the Business Morning Show is open to sponsorship. Yes, we're open to sponsorship. You can, we want to partner with a growing brand, the leading voice of the Niger Delta. Please do well to partner with us, reach us on all our social media platforms. So the Business Morning Show is a trusted platform shaping conversations around business, empowerment, and development across the Niger Delta. Now, sponsoring the show positions your brand economic transformation. Now, we also have a strong audience with over 2 million followers on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and X. Your brand gains massive visibility across multiple platforms. Yes. Now, targeted business audience. If you sponsor the Business Money Show on Baramatu Voice TV. Our viewers are obviously entrepreneurs, professionals, and decision makers actively seeking growth opportunities. Now, sponsorship gives you direct access to high value audience. Did you hear that? Sponsorship gives you direct access to high value audience that is more likely to engage and patronize with your brand. Now, it will also interest you to know that when you sponsor and partner with Baramatu Voice, you also gain credibility because we do not mingle with people who are not trusted. So to be a sponsor and to be a partner, it automatically gives you credibility. Yes. So these and more are the benefit of sponsoring the Business Morning Show on Baramatu Voice TV. And you have constant mentions of your name, like I said earlier on, just like we were talking about tips on turning small business ideas into profitable ventures. But along the line, we're already talking about sponsorship. Now, at this point, imagine your name being mentioned. This program is sponsored by Mr., Mrs., this, that, this company and all of that. I don't know if you're getting me. Are you feeling me this morning?
It will even create more avenue for your business.
Yes.
It will create more visibility for your business.
You reach a wider audience. People will know you better for who you are. Even as a corporate individual. Why not? You can sponsor. People will identify with you with the Baramatu Voice brand, the leading voice of the Niger Delta, and we're taking over the world soon. Yeah.
So just to lay more emphasis on the Baramatu Voice Business Morning Show sponsorship, like Agogo have rightly said, it's a win-win situation. It's not something that you are just doing to favor, say, okay, we are calling for sponsorship just to favor us on the program. It creates more opportunity for that your business. It exposes your business to more audience, to more visibility, and the respect and recognition it brings for your business will be top-notch. So you being a sponsor of the Business Morning Show on Baramatu Voice TV is something that you should not even take for granted. It's a privilege. It's an opportunity for you to grow that business that is struggling by just being a sponsor of the Business Morning program. So still on our program how to grow your small business into that your dream profitable venture. Everything is possible. As a business person, understand that everything is possible. Everything has to do with your dedication, your consistency. Start small, but don't think small. You are permitted to start small. Like as Christians, we are told that we are allowed to be in battles, but we are not permitted to lose battles. That is how it is with the business too. You are permitted to start small, but you are not permitted to remain small. Concerning that business, have a structure for that business. Who are entrepreneurs to even start with? For those that are just joining us, our subject today still remains turning a small business into a profitable venture. And like we are told in business, entrepreneurs are businesses that starts with small capital. Entrepreneurs are businesses that starts with small capital. So in other words, the entrepreneurship business have a small startup capital. So if you have a small capital, you can do business. You don't have to have so much to go into business. That is why we are telling you this morning that you can start small, but you should not remain small. Have a structure for that business. Have a structure that your business should be scalable. What do I mean by that? You should be able to monitor the performance of your business. So when we are talking about building a team, over the weeks we have been talking about building a team for your business. For someone who is a small entrepreneur that is not able to afford to have so much employees in the business, so you are your own boss, you should be your own accountant. It's possible. But the most important thing, the do's and the don'ts of business should be observed. You must not have all the workers, because for now, the business might not be able to afford salaries for so much workers. But there are necessities of business that you should not overlook, like laying a foundation for the business, having a business plan for the business, which we already talked about, that it is a roadmap for the business. Have books. There should be bookkeeping for your business. As an entrepreneur, there should be proper bookkeeping. That bookkeeping shows your early structure of sales. With that, you'll be able to monitor how much did I make today, how much did I make this week, how much did I make this month. It helps you to know, because at the end of the day, it is profit we are looking at. So whether you are selling plantain chip, or you are just into pure water business, or you are into the sales of ice block, what we want to hear at the end of the day, that business is making profit. That business is making profit. That's why we are saying, in all that you do, profit should be at the back of your mind. And I made reference to the aboki that sells suya. Please, don't be a business person that is too, I don't want to use a strong word. Let me use the word stingy. Don't be stingy to your own business. Don't frustrate the business by yourself. There are times you make room or provision. It is called provision in business. You make provision for things like free sales. That's why you see people, there are times they will say they are into free sales.
50%
they are doing
discounts.
Discount is necessary for business. When you are doing those discounts, it's not making you to lose money, because from the beginning of the business or during the course of the business, you already made provision. You've made provision for discount. This is not affecting your startup capital in any way. And that is why when you want to lay a foundation for a business, make provision. That is the testing we are talking about.
Yes,
it is discount.
Yeah.
Make provision for discount, because that is how you get to draw these customers. It is better you win the customer first. A customer that you have already won, in the nearest future, you can be billing that customer. The customer will not even know.
A returning customer is the real customer, not a one-time customer.
Not a one-time customer. So that money that you have kept aside as provision for discount is not what is affecting your profit. It's not what is affecting your profit. There are many ways to make profit for that business. So don't make your business to be too rigid that you cannot allow discount, you cannot allow some free will. You cannot allow some free will. It will kill the business. It will kill the business. So we are encouraging you this morning to start small. As an entrepreneur, start small, but don't remain small. Keep pushing the business. Keep refining your business plan. Keep refining your business model. You build a business model. Your business model will show in the nearest future what your business should be looking like in the next 6 months. Your business model, you keep refining it. As the business is growing, your business model will not remain static. You keep refining it. This is how your business will look in the next 1 year. This is how your business will look in the next 2 years. That is the business growth we are talking about. People should see your growth. And there's this thing about customer. A customer who have patronized you in the last 2 months, if the customer comes and see that that business have upgraded, there's this thing it does to customers. When people like to go to a business that is making progress. Of course, nobody wants to identify with failure. When people come to your business space and see that, the last time I was here, there was no ACO. This particular vendor started with farm. It means that this business, there's progress. It means I'm not the only customer who is enjoying what this person is doing. It means I'm not the only person getting satisfaction from this product or from this service. That customer will continue. Everybody wants to identify with success. That is why succeeding in business is a must, because it allows the business to announce itself. Success, announce your business. So why you are struggling in that business is because the business has remained on the same spot for too long. You have remained on the same spot. You have remained on the same spot for too long. No progress. And there's this thing about customers. When a person comes to your business and say, they will look around. In fact, it happens to you as a person and go. If you go to a place, especially a restaurant, when you go to a place to eat, you first check. People, they call shop for this place.
Check the
environment.
But
we have this mentality when we go to a place and we see so many persons, like I said, let's use a local booker. When we go to a local booker and see that there's so much customers there, we don't want to even ask question again.
You just assume the meal is delicious. And then
for this person to have crowd patronizing her, it means
but sometimes I get disappointed even with the crowd, and then you taste the meal and you're like, what's this?
What is it juju?
What are these people enjoying?
That's where the juju thing will now come into play. So, but the idea is don't remain small. Remaining small is dangerous for your business because it will discourage a lot of customers from coming to you. It will even discourage new customers from coming to the business because naturally people will always go to a business they see that is making progress. This person is still in business after 4 years. This person is still doing well. This name is still ringing a bell. Everybody wants to identify with success. So just remain consistent in what you're doing, but don't undermine upgrading. Keep upgrading that business. Go for more training. Go for more training. This is how the profit will start coming. That, like we said, make provision for discount. Also make provision for trainings. These are not your business money. It is from the profit you make for business, you actually share into these other expenses. So have a plan for your business, have a structure for your business, and keep refining your business structure as time goes on. Wow,
thank you so much, Coach Lizzie. Coach Lizzie in the building. Somebody type Coach Lizzie. Thank you so much, ma, for that wonderful tip. Yes, giving us those business tips on the Business Morning Show on Baramatu Voice TV. It's such a pleasure to have you join us today, honestly, because if you're not here, you're missing a whole lot. Yeah, and if you've been following with all we've been saying, please drop some tips we've actually talked about on the Business Morning Show today to be sure you're listening and you're following today, okay? Also, do well to share this to your friends, to your loved ones. Share this live right now to your friends, to your loved ones, and everyone around you. Yeah, it's the Business Morning Show. And also drop your business in the comment section. Tell us your name, your location, and also where you're watching us from. Yes, still the Business Morning on Baramatu Voice TV. Let's quickly go over to the live to read some comments before we go ahead with more tips on turning small business ventures into profitable ventures. Yeah. So we have Osia Joseph saying, good morning. Good morning to you. How are you doing today? Simon Bidet, all of this, nobody wants to speak about disability persons in the region. Okay. The truth is this, even those people who are a bit disabled, they also go into businesses. Yes, they also go into good businesses and people get patronized. There's someone that there is someone that used to be, I think, NRA Junction. He uses his wheelchair and then he sells chargers. You know, NRA Junction there are people there are lots of shops that sells phones and all of that. All he sells is charger. Go and buy your phone, but come and buy charger here. But guess what? People patronize him not because they can't get chargers elsewhere. But the fact that someone like this on a wheelchair is actually
going to business and not begging.
They even gain more patronage than those who have rented the shop in their business, in their places, and just waiting for customers. Such people. So there is ability in disability. Yes, I might just delve a little this morning, though we're talking about the Business Morning Show, but I just want to let you know, Simon Bidet, that there is so much ability in disability. Do not give up. Never underestimate your power. Never underestimate that which God has given to you. Try to do something today. This message and this topic is also for you. Turning small business ideas into profitable ventures. I know right now you're listening to me. You have that idea in your head. Go for it. And I will await your response. We'll await you coming back to tell us that, oh, I heard this on the Business Money Show on Monday, the 23rd day of March, about starting small and doing something for myself. And I know you will come back here to give us your testimony. Hallelujah, somebody. Yeah, so I have this comment from MC Julius. What about us that are into entertainment? How can we give our customers a taste? Yes, even if you're MC Julius, even if you're into entertainment, you can also give your customers, your clients, a taste of what you do. Okay, you're a stand-up comedian, right? All right. So what stops you from saying that, okay, pay for the official, apart from, okay, discount is part of it. All right, there are some persons who want just official MCs. So if you add comedy to it, it is a plus. That is also
like
having a taste. An extra package that the person did not pay for. It is also having a taste. So you must not sell suya. MC Julius, you mustn't sell suya to give a taste. Whatever you do, you can give a taste in discount. Just let people, what stops you from organizing something in your area? Just target, let's say, an evening of laughter.
Yeah.
Get a DJ. Play music. You really don't even need to buy lots of things, maybe for refreshment and all of that. People just want to dance with their sorrows this period. Just dance, and then as they are dancing, you are cracking your jokes and people are laughing. That is also having a taste of what you do. Now, someone somewhere in that gathering will be like, oh, I love how this guy was able to engage the audience. Oh, my daughter is getting married and you must be the MC. What did you just do? You just gave a taste of what you do. You just gained
a customer.
Yes, you just gave a taste and just gained a customer. So there is no business that cannot give a taste. Whether you're rendering services, you're selling products, whatever it is you find yourself doing, there is always room to give a taste. Thank you. Now, Mother Faith actually replied MC Julius. She said, MC Julius, that's where your social media platforms comes in. Just give them links to your platforms to watch what you have previously done. That is also something, yes, talking about leveraging on social media platforms. What stops those skits you make, you're giving taste of what you do. They are free. You shoot with money. You do lots of, there are lots of expenses, but then people watch it for free. That is also giving a taste of what you do. Thank you so much for that. Now, MC Julius is laughing, okay? All right. Madogwe also replied to Simon Bida. It seems that Madogwe Faith is actually a business coach on the comment section this morning. She's saying, Simon Bida, you can actually do that, you know, that can be your niche. Then you will definitely think of ways to include it in programs like this, okay? Emomotime Bikawe saying, good morning, Baramatu Voice TV. PR is also very important in a business. Thank you, yes.
Thank you.
PR, it is very important. That's what we're talking about now this morning. All are also PROs and how to grow your business. And giving a taste is a strong PRO. There are lots of ways, lots of PROs you can do to sustain and grow your business. You have more comments there on Facebook. Okay, so I have a comment here, Dodibo Ebie Latte saying, good morning, Baramatu Voice TV, watching from Yenagoa by Yelsa State. Wow, how is Yenagoa this beautiful morning? Yeah. Madogo Faith is saying, Coach Lizzie, yes. Coach Lizzie, yes. Thank you for writing it to the comment section, Coach Lizzie. Thank you so much, Coach Lizzie, for all the business tips you've given us on the Business Money Show. Yes, we do appreciate it.
Thank you,
now, moving on to another tip on how to turn your small ideas into profitable ventures. You have to build a strong proposition. Now, what makes your business different? What makes it stand out? What makes people choose you over your competitors? Are you offering quality, convenience, uniqueness? These are things you need to put in place for people to actually, for you to turn your small ideas into profitable ventures. Be deliberate in that you do. Now, you make meat pies, right? Your meat pie should be the best in your location. Whatever it is you find yourself doing, it should actually be the best, because people want to also identify with quality. People do not like things with low quality and then spending money on what they will not gain value from. So the reason people should patronize it should be something to their interest, to their gain, not to your own gain or interest. Someone is patronizing you not really because they like your face, but because your product is actually attractive, and that's why. Or some persons might patronize it because it is convenient. Oh, rather than going to the market to buy this bag, this person sells same quality bag in my area, so I would just buy.
And at the same price with the same price. Because now, some people are ready to risk it.
Yes, that's convenience. But that's something people who sell at home do not know. In fact, they double the price and tell you that if you want to buy in the market, we not pay transport. I just look at some of them and laugh. Because someone like me, I hardly buy things in my neighborhood. I buy things in bulk and buy them and go to the market. My sister always teases me by saying, you too like market. Yes, because that's why I see varieties. That's why I see affordable things. That's why I have options. And that's why I'm able to buy these things in bulk at a cheaper rate. Now, do you really think...
It's more economical.
Now, do you really think I just love the stress of going to market? If there is somewhere in my neighborhood where I can get all of these fair prices in my neighborhood? There was one day I ran short of detergent and soaps for washing. So my cleaner who came, my washing machine had issues, and I told her to just go there, because like I said, I really do not buy things from home. From just go to that shop and buy. Don't do it. The only thing I think I buy is bread. You can't buy bread from the market now. You can't buy it in bulk. When I gave her 500 naira to just get, because she said she wants to use a bar soup. I gave her 500 naira. And she came back and said, Madam, that bar soap is 900 naira.
900.
I said, ha! I shouted, not because I cannot afford 900 naira, but
you're not used to it.
I'm not used to that price. That price will get me 3 in the market. So you see, so it means someone like me should just keep buying from you from the shop. And when I know that it is difficult, and that's what most business owners at home, that's what they do. They just tell you that
triple the price.
They triple the price. Imagine if you're selling market price. You are in a neighborhood, but you're selling market price.
You have an
your
edge.
business, you have turnover. Your business will not even meet, like the next day, you just find yourself keep restocking, because people know too. They know.
I have a practical example of an aged woman in my area that sells fresh tomatoes and pepper. She sells around the neighborhood, but her price is better than the market. So I don't even go to my neighbors. We don't go to the market. You will see somebody go to the market and buy meat. The person will come home to buy tomatoes and pepper
because hers is cheaper.
Ours is cheaper than the market. So the kind of crowd you meet when you go there, because not only you like
now, do you think that woman is do you think she's foolish?
She's not foolish. In a Saturday or even on a normal day, you see baskets of tomatoes going down. Baskets. In fact, it is truck they use, the Hausa people use in bringing it. So that place is more like
market in her
market.
Yes, in your neighborhood.
In my neighborhood. So when you go there, you have to stand on a queue, because before it gets to your turn, Saturday is something else. Everybody wants to buy from her. You will see somebody who you personally, I take my time, I will go to the market and buy other things. But that tomatoes and pepper, I will leave the market because and come there to buy. But so she has created that market for herself.
And I know there will be heartbreak the day you don't buy from the market and you come home and say, oh, my own don't finish. So heartbreak of the highest order. So
I did not even cook again.
What are we saying in essence? Make your business different and stand out in price, in quality, in uniqueness, in convenience. People should choose your product because of not because you have a sorry for me kind of face that hey, I'm pitying her. Nobody wants to buy out of pity. People want to buy, they want to buy what
satisfaction.
What is satisfactory to them, what will be beneficial to them, what will serve their need. I'm talking about, I want to say emphasize on quality. I got a water dispenser yesterday at an unusual price. I think about refilling was about 1,900 naira for that particular brand. Other brands were sold for 1,500, 1,600. But because I know that particular brand and I've tasted the water and I love it, when you drink, you just feel this alkaline taste, like
from the water.
Good, very good water. Water should be tasteless, odorless, and all of that. But when I have that one, there is just this quality that speaks for that water. So I rather pay that extra to get that one for quality. Now that business, that brand is just standing out even without advertising to me, because it's speaking for itself. The quality is speaking for itself. Everything is just speaking for itself. So people should patronize your business because of what you can offer, the value you're offering to them. So we're rounding up now on the Business Money Show because we're behind the schedule now. So quickly on the next tip. Okay, Coach Lizzie, the next tip.
Okay, leverage visibility and marketing. We've talked that from the foundation of the program this morning, that you should be able to test run your market and you should be able to leverage visibility. The social media is there. This is not an old era season. You have to be exposed. You have to know how to use the social media to market your product. You have a lot of online customers. These days, people don't even rent shops anymore. Some offices are there and they've not been open for months, but their businesses are running online. To tell you the way the business environment and the way the business environment is now going. At a time, many businesses will not even be paying for office space anymore because the online space is big enough. It's big enough. So you should leverage on the social media to promote your business. Don't say that you have a store. No. You have millions of customers online waiting to see what you do, waiting to hear what you do, what you sell. So leverage on the social media. Don't be operating in your old mechanical ways. Improve Get your social media accounts. You can open your Facebook account for your business. The TikTok is there, Instagram is there, X is there. So get your business on the social media. Get your business on the social media, and it will go a long way for your business.
Yes, thank you very much for that. Another tip quickly is a customer experience drives growth. The customer experience that drives growth. Now, when you're starting up a small business, to make it profitable, you must treat your customers well, because a customer is king. You cannot do without clients and customers, because definitely that's why you're venturing into that business, because you want your clients, your customers to patronize you. Now, when you treat them well, they come back. Like I said earlier, a returning customer is your real customer. A satisfied customer brings more customers with a word of mouth. Ah, I bought that thing, so that place, it's so nice. Go and get yours there. A customer already advertising to another customer for free. So please leverage on customer service experience. Give them quick response, good communication, and reliability matter. You know, be reliable. Tell them, let them know that they're worth your time. If you don't know how to communicate properly, please go for communication classes. Some people do not know how to talk to customers. They just talk to customers in a very razzle. Madam, not be my fault now. You really do not know what you're losing. Especially in this region where, you know, we're very good at that. But for you to stand out, you have to learn proper communications. Treat them as king, and trust me, they will come back. They'll keep coming back. So the other tip, adapt and improve continuously. Keep paying attention to feedback and market trends. I think you already talked about that. Pay attention to the feedback from your customers. What is it that you need to improve on? What strategy do you think you need to work on? Do you need to change strategy to achieve a better result? These are things you need to put in place. Quickly, let's take the last tip for today.
You have to build a system where the business can be running. Build, like we always say, build a team, build a structure. It's all part of building a system. Build a structure before the business become big enough to employ so much hands. If you are the one alone, like an entrepreneur business, most times is identified as a one-man business. That's why the startup capital is usually small. An entrepreneur business is a one-man business. Ensure that you are acting as the CEO of that business, as the customer care of that business. You are also acting as the receptionist of that business. So you are all in one for that business. So you have to know what to do part-time. Don't do, of course, you say that acting as a one-man business, will you not burn out with it? You know what you're looking for. The beginning might be small, but you know what you are looking at for that business. The future, you are looking out for that business. So you will not burn out. If you are doing everything orderly and you have a structure, you have a system that you have already planned out, like we said, a business plan, you will definitely not burn out. So follow your plan continuously.
Okay, thank you very much. And that's all we can give you today on turning small ideas into profitable ventures today. Yes, and I hope you've been able to take down some tips. I hope you learned something new today, please. If you learned something new today, please drop it in the comment section. We would like to know. Drop it. Drop that business tip that actually struck your mind. That thing that you know that, you know, when you heard it, you just say, yes, that's true. Please drop it in the comment section. We want to know. We're rounding up the show shortly. But before then, let's go back to the live. Larry Prince is saying, greetings, Baramatu Voice, watching from Burutu Torugbene. Hi, is Burutu Torugbene this morning. Larry is also saying, consistency, though very demanding and challenging, it is one key factor to a lasting business. Yes. Consistency is very demanding. Yeah, it is very challenging. But if you keep doing it, you will see results. Dobra Bioka is saying, good morning. She's saying, many business people don't have this idea. What many of them are good at is just to inflate prices, forgetting that it's going to affect them and won't make them to restock faster and make some of their stuff get expired inside their shops. Yes, thank you very much for that. Beauty J Solomon is saying, good morning, Baramatu Voice TV. Good morning. MC Julius is saying, asking for a friend. Okay. MC Julius. MC Julius. James B. Tamko is saying, good morning. Good morning to you. Do you have comments over there to read?
No.
So I will call it a day today on the Business Morning
I have
Show.
Dobra Bioka saying good morning. Good morning to you, Dobra. And she's saying here, many businesses, people don't have this idea.
Yeah.
What many of them are good at is just to inflate prices, forgetting that it is going to affect them and will make them to restock faster and make some of their stuff get expired inside there. So I think you've already laid emphasis on that. So that's all.
All right, so we're about rounding up the Business Morning Show today. But before we go, it is important to let you know that Baramatu Voice is open to sponsorship. Yeah, you're an organization, and you have an organization, a brand, you're a corporate individual, whatever it is, partner with the Baramatu Voice brand, because it's going to be a win-win situation. You stand to gain lots of visibility because Baramatu Voice is the leading voice of the Niger Delta. We also have a strong reach of over 2 million followers on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and X. We also build credibility. We have credibility and integrity because it is our watchword. So when you partner with a brand, so you are automatically known to be credible. Your organization is automatically known to be credible. We also have consistent visibility, engagement. Imagine continuous mention of your name on all Business Money programs on the show, giving you a shout out every time we come on air, like, oh, this Business Money show was sponsored by Mr. This, High Chief This, and all of that, by this company and all of that. It is a win-win situation for you because the brand, we are a lead voice of the Niger Delta, and the people will also identify with your brand and your personalities to reach a wider audience. Thank you so much for joining us today on the Business Money Show. We do hope you enjoyed yourself because we did. I hope you